Magic happens without even knowing it. Sometimes when we touch something, a lot of things can happen, and especially on the dragon's path. Once your soul is being awakened by the dragon by your side, you have much more abilities that you don't even know you had. Sometimes in the palm of your hand, there lives an amount of energy and power that you just sometimes, when you touch something, you heal something, or sometimes you curse something. And that is up to you, of course, to learn what your abilities are inside of your dragon's path. And that is why I call myself a dragon witch. And yeah, not because I want to brag with the title, because I actually never asked for this. I never asked to become a dragon witch or anything like it. But in the beginning of your path, we all start the same. Of course, how your path is continuing, I don't know. Because every dragon is different, every path is different, and they will lead you somewhere else. Because we are all so unique. But it all starts the same. And that is from the beginning. From the moment that you are awakened by the dragon, from that moment, your search and your journey begins. From how is it going to be, I don't know. And that is why it's so difficult to say to you what you have to do next. But in the beginning of your path is actually the most powerful of them all, because from there on you can start to try to to experiment with yourself, experiment with the powers that you have. Of course, these powers are not meant, for example, to float boxes or to do anything Hollywood stuff. Of course not. That is not going to happen. But what will happen are things that you cannot explain. Things that I also, in the beginning of my path, could not explain whatever is going to happen. Because it felt very well like a rebirth that we all take. What the dragon does to you, actually, is to awaken up a soul that you didn't even know you had inside of the beginning, inside of the middle of your. And somewhere on your body, you have a place that is very much sensitive. And this is actually the opening to your dragon soul. And that is where your dragon is trying to reach out for. And once you give in to it and you open it up for the dragon, it all starts from the same. We all start from the beginning. But yeah, we are actually very powerful beings, powerful witches, you can say. I don't know about these other kind of witches or other paths. I actually have no idea who they are and what they can do, but I do know dragon witches in themselves actually are a bit the same like the dragon, because you have a dragon spirit, and this also interacts with your normal body, and it interacts with every single thing that you have, every physical form. It doesn't mean that it's all human. These are human hands, human, everything about it is human. But what is inside is that of a dragon. And that is where you can experiment with. Because I cannot say to you how specifically you have to use it. Because, like I said, from there on, we all start our own journey, our own path. But from that moment, you have to look for your own self, because you are not surrounded by dragons anymore. You are not surrounded by, but you are still surrounded by dragon energies, and these energies are trying to let you feel and let you experience whatever you are able to do. And I came to learn that the first thing that you can do this with all of these energies that you have is actually to open up gates. That is the main point of dragon magic, to open up gates and to try to connect with the dragon, and also try to listen to the dragon and try to talk with the dragon. That is, in fact, in itself is dragon magic. You sometimes say, what can I do? Just listen to the dragon, just hearing the dragon. That in itself is dragon magic. Sometimes when I touch a tree inside of the forest, it seems like it's talking to me. It seems like it's connecting with me. And in the beginning of my path, I didn't know what exactly does this has to mean. What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't know. But now I know. The dragon is so close to nature, but also everything that you touch. Sometimes, when my father had this second heart attack, and that was a most primal uh, form of dragon magic, out of pure mind. And also, I was touching his heart where he has a heart attack. I was touching it with all of the fear that I was going to lose him. This is the touch of healing, the touch of a dragon healing. Whenever you are so afraid, whenever you are so in panic, this is the moment where your dragon magic is the most alive. And now you have to do something. You can do something to heal, but it can also be the other way. Whenever you touch someone that you really doesn't like, that you really don't like, and that, dragons are light and dark. Whenever, just the same thing with your mind, it's always going to be light and dark. People who are in religions, they always try to reach out for the light whenever they don't even realize the harm they are doing. Sometimes they are using so much dark energies and they don't want to see this for themselves. In the dragon's path, we need to see this. We need to see the light, we need to see the darkness, we need to see both of them. We need to connect with both of them. That is why the dragon sometimes sends us whenever we are asleep in the void, but also inside of the realms, of the dragon realms. We need to see both of them. That makes our path very much gray. That we are not blind to the light and we are not consumed by the darkness. So that is what our dragons are teaching us, to be connected with everything of nature and everything in energies. What makes us much more stronger. What the dragon is also very well known about is wisdom. This wisdom lives on inside of you. The wisdom of the dragon. The dragon has seen so many things. But the moment that you were born, or can I say reborn, this is the moment that is very much confusing. And that is what I say, that awakening is very much confusing. It's like you are reborn once more. And this is going to be the most powerful part of your path, that you realize, or don't even realize sometimes, uh, who you are. But you are connecting with the dragon. You are accepting the dragon. The moment that you do, the moment that you let your dragon in and let yourself be awakened, this is a moment that is actually very important inside of your dragon's path, because this is all the beginning. Like I said, I cannot say you where your path is going, but I can say where it all begins. And this is where it all begins. This is your path. This is who you are. This is or what you were. Now you are on your dragon's path. It all begins from the beginning. So yeah, but the power that the dragon has lives on inside of you, and it's so darn confusing. And that is, I understand why. I understand why people say, "Can I read books? Can I, uh, can you actually guide me?" It's actually very difficult on the dragon's path for someone to let you be guided, because it's so difficult to say wherever you are going, and every dragon can be so different. Saying that I am wrong or you are wrong, none of us are wrong actually, because that is typically what the dragons are, wide from each other and yet so connected. And that is what is also something that why the dragon is so much misunderstood. They don't understand the dragon. They don't understand you. They don't understand what is going on with you. And that is also very much common with the dragon's path. So it's just that you have to do so many discoveries on your dragon's path, and every discovery brings you one step closer to the dragon realms. And every also sometimes you can even get nightmares because of your dragon, because your dragon is sending you down to the void. And inside of the void, it's, like I said, not a punishment, it's a way to learn. And sometimes dragons have a harsh way to learn. They have a harsh, sometimes, method to let us learn. And that is what the entire dragon's path is all about. Learning, learning, learning. The more you learn, the more connected that you are with the dragon, the more that you are closer to the dragon. And inside of our lives, here on Earth, we are actually hotspot for an amazing amount of energies. Whenever I'm sitting here in front of my dragon altar, I try to discover much more of who we actually are and what we are capable of, what we can do. And that is why I call myself a dragon witch, but we are also, that is what I also call ourselves, the unlikely witch, because we are not studying inside of books and having all of these lore and all of these laws that we need to do it like this, and whenever we worship the dragon, it has to be like that. No, Whenever we want to show our loves to the dragons, we do it how we feel it. And that is also very typically of the dragon. They do everything of how they feel it. And you are also following your path of how you feel it. And I cannot say it how you feel and what you feel. You have to do it from yourself. But what lives inside of the palm of your hand is pure power, pure manipulation. The, the dragon's energies, or dragon magic, is the oldest form of magic. And it lives inside of you. And this oldest form of magic, dragons didn't have books. Dragons didn't have any of that. Dragons just lived. And that is also what we do. We just live. We just discover. We just connect. We just do whatever we are feeling. And that is exactly what the dragon's path is. And also how we should learn how to use magic of it. Magic of the dragon. You are not learning just from a dragon. You are just like the dragon. You just begin like the dragon, and you are here in a faraway land, very, very far away, where you actually belong. Here you are born in a wrong place, but here you are to learn, and you are never alone on the dragon's path. I can assure you, you are never alone, especially once you are awakened, once you know who you are not alone. And here you are actually in the shadow of the dragon, trying to learn and to teach yourself many things. Of course, when you are not knowing anything anymore and you are very much confused, there is still the dragon by your side that is ready to teach you everything you need to know about your path.